Today is West Perry Softball Senior Night taking on the Northern Polar Bears as we are getting set for a huge Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup, and the West Perry Mustangs will honor their three seniors in just a couple of moments. The three seniors for West Perry are Lauren Foster, Ashton Klauser, and Amber Crone, all three in the starting lineup today. And we're going to send over to our athletic director, Ryan Anderson, who will be introducing our three seniors right now. I understand that it could have been hard to hear Mr. Ryan Anderson announcing the seniors for senior night, but we will have those bios coming up later in the broadcast as we say hello from West Prairie High School Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. The reigning, defending PIAA 5A state champion Northern Polar Bears coming to town. And the West Prairie Mustangs having senior night. West Prairie Mustangs looking to shock the world here today for senior night. Hello everyone watching on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. Here for what could be an interesting ball game here today. Senior night for the Mustangs against the defending 5A state champions, Northern Polar Bears. The Mustangs came into this game with an overall record of 4 wins and 13 losses. They are 2-9 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. And for Northern Polar Bears, they come into this game overall record of 14 wins and 3 losses. They are 10-2 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Last time up for both teams, the Mustangs had a tough loss here this past Friday against Mifflin County. The Mustangs started out strong against the Lady Huskies, but in the end, Mifflin County getting an 8-5 victory here at West Prairie this past Friday. For the Northern Polar Bears, it was a surprisingly close game for the Northern Polar Bears. Just yesterday, 24 hours ago, the Northern Polar Bears getting a 7-5 victory over Waynesboro at home yesterday down at Dillsburg. Last time these two teams met back on April 30th at Dillsburg, the Northern Polar Bears won in 5 innings by a score of 14-0. West Prairie only had 3 hits off of the pitcher who had a complete game shutout, Grace Singer. And Northern's player to keep an eye on here for today's game is Taylor Yoder. Taylor Yoder in the win against West Prairie back on April 30th. Yoder hit for the cycle. She hit a solo home run in the first inning, then had a double in the second inning. She followed that up with a single in the third, and then capped off the cycle with a triple in the fourth inning. Northern, the defending PIAA 5A state champions, they dominate that state tournament a year ago, defeating Hatboro Horsham 13-0 in 5 innings in the first round. Followed up with a big win in the quarterfinals over Upper Dublin. Final score of that one was 10-0. Then in the semifinals, they beat Abington Heights, a 4-1 final. And then Chalard Area High School fell to the Northern Polar Bears in a championship game in what was an instant classic for the state championship. In 9 innings, the Polar Bears won 3-2 to win their first state championship in program history. We are very, very quickly down to the final week of the regular season. And West Prairie Lady Mustangs only have one more home game after today. That'll be on Thursday when they take on the Greencastle Antrim Lady Blue Devils. And it's a hot one here today. I am wearing jeans, definitely not a good call there. But it is hot here, ladies and gentlemen. The sun is shining, a few clouds here and there. They did say there's a chance of a stray shower here today, but so far it's looking pretty good. We will not see any heavy rain at least until later tonight, around midnight. Same as last night, really. And so we are set for senior night softball. Taylor Yoder is going to be laying off for the Polar Bears. The count is taking place right now. And we'll be set here for West Prairie Senior Night against the Northern Polar Bears coming up in just a moment. This is West Prairie Softball on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. PIAA Mid-Penn Colonial Division Softball West Perry Softball Senior Night taking on the Northern Polar Bears, the defending 5A state champions. As we are set and the Lady Mustangs take the field. And we have the starting lineups for you here today. Here is the starting lineup first for the visiting Northern Polar Bears under the direction of head coach Emily Quattrelli. Here's the starting 9 for the Northern Polar Bears. Leading off will be the third baseman, senior number 7, Taylor Yoder. Batting second is the center fielder, number 2, Emily Randolph. Batting third is the shortstop, number 14, Issy Hobby. Batting fourth is the first baseman, number 6, Sammy McGee. Batting fifth is the second baseman, number 12, Jalen Welch. Batting sixth is the right fielder, number 19, Sabrina Paulin. Batting seventh is the designated player for Northern, number 23, Trinity Artman. Trinity Artman is hitting for the flex position. Right, number 11, the starting pitcher, Grace Singer. Batting eighth is the catcher, number 35, Taylor Espenshade. And batting ninth is the left fielder, number 21, Hannah Keefe. Substitutions for Northern include number 4, Amber Berletich, number 5, Kaylee Sell, and 2 seniors, number 13, Savannah Thompson, and number 18, Avery Yoder. And here we go. Addie Weiss getting the start on the pitching lane here today. As we are set and ready to go. West Prairie Softball Senior Night. Addie Weiss, the sophomore, about to deliver the first pitch, and first pitch swinging, and goes down the third base line foul as we are underway. Taylor Yoder, she had the big game offensively against the Mustangs back on April 30th. She hit for the cycle. We don't get that very often for any team, maybe broadcast West Prairie Softball. And so, hey, it's possible here today. Only one pitch is in the dirt for ball one. These Mustangs, they have to know Taylor Yoder too well, because they know what she can do at the plate. The senior hit for the cycle last time against the Mustangs. And here she swings and misses at the fastball, and it's strike 2 here to Yoder. Northern was surprisingly in a close game in their last game yesterday. A 7-5 victory for the Polar Bears against Waynesboro. And now here they are. And there's the next pitch, and this is popped up. An opportunity here for Rylan Kelly behind the plate, and she will make the grab, and that's a good start for the Lady Mustangs. One away. Up next is the center fielder, number 2, Emily Randolph. A few Northern fans making a trip to be here today. Just think, yesterday we had West Prairie baseball against Northern for our last broadcast, and today West Prairie baseball is at Northern, facing the Polar Bears for the second consecutive day. 1 ball and no strikes after that first pitch ball. And here comes the 1-0 pitch, and this ball is hammered. And Celine Hoffman looking at it, and it is foul just to the left of the foul pole. And that's a long foul ball. That had the distance, but just swung on a little bit early. There's the 1-1 pitch, and that pitch misses. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Defensive alignment for the West Prairie Lady Mustangs. Addie Weiss is the starting pitcher. Catching is Rylan Kelly. First baseman is the senior Ashlyn Krauser. Next pitch is in the dirt for ball 3. Second baseman for the Mustangs is Lexi Naus. Third baseman is the senior Amber Crone. The shortstop is Taylor Looper. And in the outfield, and there comes an opportunity for Lauren Foster, the lone senior on the outfield, and she'll make the grab for out number 2. Good Harris count on 3 balls and 1 strike for Emily Randolph, but she flies it out to Lauren Foster for the second out. That'll bring up Issy Hobby. In the outfield for the Lady Mustangs, left field patrolled by Celine Hoffman, Lauren Foster out in center field, and Shay Dyer out in right field. So Issy Hobby now. Bases are empty with 2 outs. And first pitch swing gets fouled back for strike one. Back on April 30th, the Lady Polar Bears shut out the Mustangs 14-0 in 5 innings. And here's a rip, and that is down the third baseline, and that is a fair ball. So Lane Hoffman very quickly getting it back in, and it's going to result in a 2-out single here for Izzy Hobby. So that'll bring up Sammy McGee. Sammy McGee, the first baseman, and she takes ball one. Our umpires for today's game, calling balls and strikes behind the plate, is Clifford Lewis, and caught off the bases is Rory Stone. And next fastball up high for ball two. Two balls, no strikes here to McGee. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and that's up high for ball three. Well, looked like it was going to be a quick inning, and now with 2 outs, a base hit, and a 3-0 count to Sammy McGee. The 3-0 pitch from Wiest is up high again for ball four. A 4-pitch walk, and now runs at first and second here with 2 outs. And wait a minute. Oh, it was strike one actually. So never mind. But somehow Izzy Hobby went all the way to third. And there is ball four. Yeah, I definitely missed that. How in the world did Izzy Hobby go all the way to third already? But now no time was going to be wasted here as Denny Wansek, first-year head coach, is going to come out and talk to the Mustang infielders. Definitely not an ideal first year for Denny Wansek. He had good expectations for the Lady Mustangs, but only 4 wins so far. But hey, give the Lady Mustangs some credit. I mean, they battle hard. They had some good wins. Their biggest win was against Greenwood in a consolation game in the Perry County tournament, where Amber Crone had the big game. She had 2 home runs in that game, and it's mentioned as her favorite memory, the senior Amber Crone getting 2 home runs against Greenwood in the Perry County tournament earlier this year. Amber Crone plays third base. She also plays right field, and she also plays field hockey for the Lady Mustangs. She's a member of HOSA, and she's a CPA-CTC student. And she's a hack dual enrollment student. She also takes classes at hack at the moment. And here is Jalen Welch, who takes ball one. There goes ball one. And there's ball two. Runners at first and third here with 2 outs. The Northern Polar Bears looking to strike early, just like they did back on April 30th. Here comes the 2-0 pitch, and swung, and that is going to be fouled back for strike one. 2 balls and 1 strike. Or, wait, 2-1 or 1-2? The scoreboard says 1 ball and 2 strikes, but I think it's 2-1. Here's the next pitch, and that's in the dirt. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just got confirmation of that. Two-two pitch. It's in the dirt. It goes back. Ron County flip to the plate. Not in time. A wild pitch makes the count 3-2. And Izzy Hobby scores from third. It is 1-0 Northern. So early trouble here as Sammy McGee goes to second on the wild pitch as well. All this with 2 outs. And full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes a 3-2 pitch from Addie Weist. And this ball is hammered down the left field line, and that goes foul. One thing that Danny Wanstead told me about the Northern Polar Bears is that they have some strong hitters, and we're seeing it already. A couple of foul balls that had the distance but just fouled down the third baseline. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Jalen Welch, the Northern second baseman. And here's the 3-2 pitch, and that is ball 4. Back-to-back walks now for the Polar Bears. And the Lady Mustangs trying to get out of this inning. 2 quick outs, but now a 1-0 lead. And Sabrina Paulin now coming up for the Lady Polar Bears. Here's the first pitch to her. Swung on and fouled back for strike 1. Pretty much everyone is here. Got a couple of teachers. We have our awesome high school principal, Christopher Casey, in here today. Our superintendent, Jeff Coons, is also watching. I saw him walking around earlier. And there is ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Sabrina Paulin, the Northern right fielder. And here's the next pitch, and that misses for ball 2. Just to think, ladies and gentlemen, that's called strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. There's the next pitch, and this ball is hit high and deep, and again it goes foul into the junior varsity baseball field. Just to think, ladies and gentlemen, after today, we only have 2 broadcasts in the school year. We will be at West Prairie Baseball for the next 2. On Thursday, it will be their senior night against Greencastle Antrim. And there is ball 2. And then next Monday, we wrap up year number 4 of West Prairie Broadcasting, with West Prairie Baseball taking on East Juniata next Monday. And here is ball 3. Addie Weist just not getting the pitches she wants. Trying to get Northern swing and miss, but you got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, these are the defending PIAA 5A state champions. So they're not going to swing at much unless if it's a pitch that they like to hit. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Still after that foul ball. Runners are first and second with 2 outs and a 3-2 count. Sabrina Paulin 3-2. And that is called strike 3. Addie Weist finally gets the punch out she's been looking for, and that will end the inning. 1 run comes across on a wild pitch. And we are going into the bottom of the first. 1-0 lead for the Polar Bears. This is West Prairie Softball. Back here for the bottom of the first for the Northern Polar Bears. 1 run on 1 hit. A 1 run scored on a wild pitch. Scored Issy Hobby from third. So it could have been a lot worse with 2 runners on base. But here we go with the bottom of first. Here's the starting 9 for Denny 1-6 West Prairie Mustangs. Laying off will be the senior, number 5, Lauren Foster. Batting second is the shortstop, number 12, Taylor Looper. Batting third is the starting pitcher, number 18, Addie Weist. Batting fourth is the catcher, number 8, Rylan Kelly. Batting fifth is the senior first baseman, number 16, Ashlyn Klauser. Batting sixth is the senior third baseman, number 11, Amber Crone. Batting seventh is the designated player, number 14, Greer Bowl. She is heading for the flex position, left fielder, number 6, Selene Hoffman. Batting batting eighth is the right fielder, number 10, Shay Dyer. And batting ninth is the second baseman, number 1, Lexi Nouse. One strike here to Lauren Foster. And there is strike 2 here to the senior Lauren Foster. What a career she has had here. An incredible athlete. A triathlete. She also plays field hockey and basketball. And there's a swing. And that ends up being strike 2 actually. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball in the first. The starting pitcher is Grace Singer. And there is ball 2. Grace Singer was also the pitcher against West Perry back on April 30th. She had 5 complete innings for a shutout. Only gave up 3 hits. Lauren Foster had 1 of those hits. And there is ball 3. So the leadoff hitter, Lauren Foster, facing a 3-2 count to start the inning. And there's a 3-2, and there's a swing and a miss from Foster down on strikes for the first out of the first. According to the senior night recognition information sheet we have here for Lauren Foster, her favorite memory was when Alexa was flopping in the batter's box after getting hit by a slow pitch. Whatever game that was in, I don't know. But Lauren Foster does play field hockey and basketball. She's also in the National Honor Society. And here's a rip for Taylor Lufer. Lufer, best hitter on the West Prairie team this season. And she takes the first pitch and rips one down up center field for a base hit. Taylor Lufer had 2 of those hits against Northern last time up. And now comes Addie Weist. Taylor was only junior, ladies and gentlemen. She's going to have a big season coming up next year. And here's strike 1 for Addie Weist. Addie Weist, a sophomore. Young prospect. She's going to get better and better in the next 2 years. And here's a swing and a miss for strike 2. The 0-2, and that ball gets away and through the catcher trying to grab it, and Taylor Lufer is going to go over to second on a wild pitch. The Lady Mustangs need to get at least 1 run here, because you know that North will be threatening in every single inning here. And there's ball 1 here to Addie Weist. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Addie Weist. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strikeout number 2 for Singer. And Taylor Lufer will stay put at second base. Rylan Kelly now coming up. Offensively for Rylan Kelly, she struggled a little bit at first, but then she got really good later on. And she's one of the better hitters on the West Prairie team at this moment. Ball 1 there. Pitch in the dirt. Here comes the 1-0, and that just misses for ball 2. First time that a West Prairie Lady Mustang has gone ahead in the count. 2-0. And next pitch, the high fastball. Nice location there for Grace Singer. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and 1 strike. There's the next pitch, and that is called strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. And Taylor Lufer sitting at second, or standing, I should say. 2-2, and that goes off of Grace Singer's glove, and Lufer is going to try to run all the way to home, and the throw is well in time. Taylor Lufer trying to dive for it, and An incredible throw there for center fielder Emily Randalls. Wasn't that long of a throw, but executed perfectly. It's a base hit for Ron and Kelly, but Taylor Lufer out, trying to tie the game up at the plate. That will end the inning. So no runs on 2 hits for the Lady Mustangs in the first. We go into the second inning. A 1-0 lead for the Northern Polar Bears. This is West Perry Softball on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. Second inning coming up. The Lady Mustangs, no runs on 2 hits in the first. So as of right now, they have more hits than the Polar Bears through 1 inning. And here we go with 7, 8, and 9 here stood up for the Northern Polar Bears. As designated player, Trinity Artman swings at the first pitch and pops up. Lexi now getting her first start at second at home this season. And that is the first out. Pop out there right to Lexi now, as we're used to seeing her at third base, but she is controlling second today. And there is ball 1 to Taylor Espenshade. The Trinity, or excuse me, the Northern catcher. See, that can be confusing for me sometimes when I say Trinity and there's only a player named Trinity. Hey, Mid-Penn Conference, so 1 ball, 1 strike. There comes the 1-1 pitch from Addie Weist, and that is in for called strike 2. The bottom of the lineup not producing a whole lot so far. The number 8 hitter on the Northern lineup. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, and that's swung on that pitch in dirt for strike 3. And that's out number 2. Second strikeout for Addie Weist. And now Hannah Keith. Hannah Keith, the left fielder. With 2 outs and bases empty. And here's a rip. That ball is smashed. And that is foul. That's the 3rd time now where we have seen a Northern Polar Bear blast one, but just swung on early and to the left of the third base foul pole. That's a long strike. You would think eventually with this kind of power, Northern's got to get a home run eventually. I mean, they just got better up on the timing. 1 ball and 1 strike. Because Northern are just smashing these balls right now. But just going foul every single time. And there is ball 2. Nice weather here today. A few cloudy skies, but game time temperature staying pretty at 78 degrees. It's a hot one. Here comes the high fly ball. Lauren Foster running for it, and she'll make the grab, and that will end the inning. The Northern Polar Bears following the lineup go down in order. We are going into the bottom of the second. Still a 1-0 lead for the Polar Bears. This is West Perry Softball. Bottom of the second. The Northern Polar Bears in the top of the second. 7, 8, 9 Harris going down in order. And now, the 2 of the 3 seniors are having that bat here in this inning. And here is the senior, Ashlyn Klauser. Ashlyn Klauser, first pitch to her. It's in for a call strike. Ashlyn Klauser, a senior. And she's getting her first swings at home this season. Getting her first start of the year as well. At home, at least. She did start in the game against Greenwood back in the Perry County tournament. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ashlyn Klauser has the power, and here she pops it up and having trouble, and that actually goes to the backstop and lands foul for strike 2. Ashlyn Klauser, she is looking to enlist into the United States Navy, and here she pops out to the third baseman in foul territory, and that's the first out. She also wants to be a mechanic. For Fair Marion Cruz Boston Knights, and now here's a swing and miss from the last senior to not hit so far, and that's Amber Crone. Actually, I take that back. Amber Crone is the one player who hit the 2 home runs against Greenwood back in the Perry County tournament. No balls and 2 strikes here already to Amber Crone. Amber Crone swings and misses, goes down on 3 pitches for a strikeout and 2 away. I didn't have a lot of time to talk about Amber Crone. So here comes Greer Bowles, the designated player for the Lady Mustangs. I think this might be a first. I could be wrong on this, but I think this is the first time where West Prairie had a designated player this season. And here is ball 1. I only figured because when Denny Wansick gave me a lineup, he wasn't sure if I knew what the designated player rule was. So I'm like, I've been doing softball for 4 years, so I know what the designated player is. 1 ball and 1 strike. Under out foul ball. There comes the next pitch, and that's swung on a high fastball, missing for strike 2. 3 strikeouts already for Grace Singer, looking to make it number 4 right here. A 1-2 pitch here to Greer Bowles is swung on and popped up, and that's got to get foul down the first baseline, out of play. Shay Dyer is on deck. Should she have an opportunity here in the second inning. And here's the swing, and that's going out to center field. Center fielder Emily Randolph has it, and that will end the inning. The Mustangs go down in order in the second. It was a very quick second inning. We're going into the third inning. Still a 1-0 lead for the Polar Bears. This is West Prairie Softball Senior Night on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. Third inning already. Both teams going down in order in both halves of the second inning. We didn't get a chance to talk about Amber Crone much during the second inning, but her parents are Andy and Jeanette Crone. She plays third base. She's also a right fielder. She also plays field hockey here at West Prairie. And after graduation, she'll be attending Lock Haven University, my alma mater, where she plans to major in exercise science. And of course, her fair memory hitting 2 home runs during the Perry County Constellation game against Greenwood earlier this year. And so here we go. It's the 3rd inning. Top of the lineup doing up for the Polar Bears. Taylor Yoder taking ball 1. Yoder popped out to Ryan Kelly behind the plate her first time up. And here's ball 2. So probably not looking at a cycle here today for Taylor Yoder. Unless if something crazy happens in the next couple of innings. Taylor Yoder to 2-0. Good hitters count. She takes it for ball 3. 3-0 here. And this could be a big inning fan Northern has been looking for. A 3-0 pitch from Addie Weist. And bunt, pointing it back, and there's strike 1. A free take there for Taylor Yoder. One of 3 seniors for the Northern Polar Bears this season. Both teams with 3 seniors. And there is ball 4 to Yoder. So Taylor Yoder with a leadoff walk. I'll bring up Emily Randalls. She flew out to Lauren Foster her first time up there. Lauren Foster, along with the rest of the West Prairie outfielders, Shay Dyer and Celine Hoffman, out deep for the Lady Mustangs. Close to a warning track. And there's ball 1 to Randalls. Starting to see a couple of dark clouds behind us here. And here's a rip, and just out of reach of Allie Weeks goes out to center field. And Taylor Yoder goes all the way third. She is not stopping. Throw for Lauren Foster. Throw the plate, not in time. And the throw now gets away and out to left field past Celine Hoffman. And that's going to be a base hit for an RBI, followed by an E2. And it's now 3-0 Northern. It's going to be ruled a double for Emily Randalls. And then she scores on an E2. Not considered an inside the park home run. And now here's a rip for Issy Hobby. And she rips one out to center field for a base hit. So aggressive swing here for the Polar Bears. And now it's Sammy McGee. Takes ball 1. 2 runs already here in the 3rd for the Polar Bears. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Check swing, held up, and it's called strike 1 anyway. Sammy McGee walked on 4 pitches her first play appearance. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch from Addie Weist. It swung on and popped up. And that will go back and out of play for strike 2. Now, if you're about becoming a softball umpire, you're about becoming a PIAA official, now it's your opportunity. Go to PIAA.org to find out how you can become a PIAA official. Again, that is PIAA.org. A free stolen base for Issy Hobby. As Taylor Lufer cut that ball off. And it was strike 3 anyway. Strike 3 called on Sammy McGee for the first out. I missed that. And first out here. Now Jaden Welch coming up, and she rips one down third base line and goes foul for strike 1. Jaden Welch walked her first time up to the plate. And you got to think that eventually with the power that Northern has been showing here, they're going to get a home run eventually in this game. Here's the next pitch, and that's in the dirt for ball 1, excuse me. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Jalen Welch. 1 out here with the runner on second. Now 3-0 lead now. There's a swing, and that just goes over the leaping effort Taylor Lufer. Throw for Lauren Foster. Play is well in time. Nice throw. That looked rather easy for Lauren Foster. So it's got to be a single for Jalen Welch, not an RBI, and Jalen Welch goes to second on the throw. And Izzy Hoppy out trying to score. And that's out number 2. So now here is Sabrina Paulin. And she swings at the first pitch and fouls it back for strike 1. Sabrina Paulin ended the first inning striking out looking. Now, slower breaking ball stays upstairs for ball 1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Wiest. And there is a high fly ball, and Shay Dyer going after it. Lands in fair ball, and the run is going to come across to score. An RBI single for Sabrina Paulin makes it 4-0 Polar Bears. Up next is Trinity Artman. She started the second inning with a line out to Lexi Nouse at second, and here's ball 1. Trinity Artman launched at the first pitch and sent it right to Lexi Nouse at second. Here she takes ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that is up and out, got to center field for a base hit. Lauren Foster brings it in quickly. That'll hold their runner at third. Sabrina Paulin goes to third, and that's now 3 straight hits for the Polar Bears. So that'll bring up Taylor Espenshade, the 8th batter of the inning. She struck out swinging her first time up. And here she swings and pops this one back for strike 1. There are some very dark clouds rolling in behind us here. They do not look so good. There's the next pitch, and that's upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Rounds out first and third. 3 straight hits. 5 hits in this inning for Northern. Here's the swing, and that gets fouled back for strike 2. There's the 1-2, and that just misses as Trinity Artman has a free stolen base at second. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Taylor Espenshade. Here's the next pitch, and swing and a miss. Espenshade goes down on strikes for the second time, and that will end the inning. 5 hits for the Polar Bears brings 3 runs. And it's now 4-0 lead for the Polar Bears through 2.5. This is West Prairie Softball Senior Night on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. Bottom of the third. The Northern Polar Bears had a big inning they were looking for. It could have been a lot worse for the Lady Mustangs. But Northern, the top of the third, 3 runs on 5 hits and 1 error, leaving 2 runners in scoring position. And for the Lady Mustangs, it's 8, 9, and 1 hitters stood up as Shay Dyer. Last week, she announced that she'll be playing Division I NCAA field hockey at Lock Haven University. And she still has a senior year left here at West Prairie High School. But here comes Shay Dyer To lead us off here in the third, Shea Dyer, an amazing athlete here. I gave her some advice about Lock Haven University since I went to school there. And here's a bunt attempt for Dyer, and she bunts it foul for strike one. Some good advice, of course, about Lock Haven University. It's a good school, it really is. Good field hockey team, too, especially. And there is ball one. Shea Dyer is currently dating Jackson Rush, a standout wrestler here at West Perry. And I told Shea, it's like, now we got to get Jackson up to Lock Haven. But apparently Jackson wants to be an engineer student. And Lock Haven, surprisingly, doesn't have an engineering major. They really should. 2 balls and 1 strike. And there is ball 3 here to Shea Dyer. 3 balls, 1 strike to the West Perry right fielder, a junior for the Mustangs. First senior night will come 3 times next year, and there is strike 2. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Shea Dyer thought she had ball 4 there, but it's now a full count. Grace Singer continuing to roll here despite giving up 2 hits in the first. And here Shea Dyer fouls one back. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three ball, 2 strike pitch from Singer, and Dyer again fouls it off. A good at bat here. 8 pitches here in this at bat. Here comes pitch number 8 of the at bat. And again, we'll do it again. Foul ball for a 3rd straight time for Shea Dyer. A good battle here. The 9th pitch of the at bat coming up. Looking for a base hit, ball 4 is Shea Dyer, and there is ball 4. Shea Dyer becomes West Perry's 3rd base runner. First walk given up by Grace Singer after a 9-pitch at bat. And that'll bring up Lexi Nouse. Lexi Nouse, the first pitch, and she bunts it. It's looking good, and what speed for Lexi Nouse! A bunt single for Lexi Nouse. And we're going back to the top of the lineup. 2 on here with nobody out. Just a perfect bunt and takeoff from the plate. Not a chance for Grace Singer to throw her out first. So now Lauren Foster will come up for the 2nd time. She struck out swinging to start the 1st inning, and here she swings and misses off the first pitch for strike 1. Good opportunity here for the Lady Mustangs to get on the board. And they need to get on the board here, down by 4. And a bunt is popped up. And it'll land just foul. Taylor Espenshade try to get it and lands foul for strike 2. Lauren Foster, a senior. And here's a swing and a miss, and Lauren Foster goes down on strike for the 2nd time, and that's the first out of the inning. Now a really good chance for the Mustangs to get on the board here. Taylor Lupfer, the best hitter, best batting average on the West Perry team this year. And she already has a base hit, and here she swings and goes towards the batting cages for strike 1. Taylor Lupfer had a base hit, and she was caught trying to score from 3rd on a single from Rylan Kelly. Here's the next pitch, and this ball is ripped and foul down the 3rd baseline. Strike 2. Grace Singer and the Northern Polar Bears looking for a big out here. No balls, 2-strike pitch. Here it is, and this is the ground ball for the shortstop, and flip to 3rd, getting the leadoff runner Shea Dyer out. So Lupfer will go to 1st on a fielder's choice, And that's out number 2. Shay Dyer out on the force at third base. Lexi Nels goes to second. That'll bring up Addie Weist. Definitely a smart play there for the shortstop, Issy Hobby, to get the leadoff runner out. And here's Addie Weist. First pitch to her is down low for ball 1. Addie Weist struck out swinging on a 2-2 pitch in the first for the second out. Here comes the 1-0 and swing and miss at the high fastball. Weist could not lay off and strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just the 1-1. And that just hits the strike corner. The lower corner of the strike zone for strike 2. Very good pitch there for Grace Singer. Very hard to swing on that one. Here's the 1-2. High fastball laid off this time for Addie Weist. And once again, Addie Weist goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 is swung on and missed. Addie Weist goes down on strikes for the second time. And that will end the inning. Mustangs had something cooking with 2 on and nobody out, but goals were nothing in the third. We are going to inning number 4 here. Still a 4-0 lead for the Northern Polar Bears. You are watching West Prairie Softball Senior Night against the Northern York Polar Bears exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be back for the 4th inning here at West Prairie High School. Fourth inning we go. A rather quick game so far. West Prairie baseball team is at Dillsburg today facing the Polar Bears for the 2nd straight day. The West Prairie Mustangs lost a tough one yesterday, 8-6 yesterday against the Polar Bears for West Prairie baseball. And West Prairie Junior Varsity baseball is hosting Northern in a doubleheader. 2 5-inning games going on at West Prairie Varsity field right now for Junior Varsity baseball. And Hannah Keefe swings at the first pitch and misses for strike 1. Hannah Keefe flew out to Lauren Foster to end the 2nd inning. Here she leads off the 4th. And there's a swing and a miss from Hannah for strike 2. Addie Weist looking for a quick out. The first 2 innings had 2 outs very quickly, not so much in the third. And here's a high fly ball, and that will get foul. Count will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. The Northern Polar Bears up 4-0, the defending PIAA 5A state champions. And ball 1 there to Hannah Keefe. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the first hitter off the 4th. And here's a rip. And that's going to be a capper. And no, it won't be. It's over the fence, a home run. Hannah Keefe, a 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Hannah Keefe rips one for a leadoff home run. It is now 5-0. Northern. Yeah, we thought it was going to be a gapper for sure, but nope, it stayed high enough over the fence for a solo shot to lead off the fourth inning. Yep, we knew it was coming. I mean, this is the Northern team that hits home runs. What do you expect out of defending state champions? Most of these girls were on that team last year. And so here comes Taylor Yoder, a senior. And here she swings that first pitch, hits it up down the first baseline, and that will land foul out of play for strike one. Taylor Yoder 0 for 1 so far. She walked and later scored in the third. And here we are in the fourth inning. Some very black clouds rolling behind us here. And here's a high fly ball, could be playable. And no, it won't be. It's off the West Prairie dugout, but that's strike two. Ashlyn Klauser, the first baseman today for the Lady Mustangs. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and that is swung on and grounded to Taylor Lufer. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Good comeback there after giving up the leadoff home run. That'll bring up Emily Randolph, and our last softball question, our last trivia question for West Prairie softball this season. Our trivia question of the game today is this: West Prairie and Northern softball programs each have one loss in the history of the PIAA state tournament, and they lost to the same team. Who is the one common opponent? Who did Mustangs and Polar Bears both lose to once in the state playoffs? We'll have the answer for you coming up in the next half inning. Randolph fouls that ball off for strike one. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that's in the dirt for ball one. Before last year, the Northern Polar Bears did not make it to the state championship tournament since 2006. And then they won the state championship last year for their program's first state championship. And there is ball two in the dirt to Emily Randolph. Randolph had an RBI double her last time up. And count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Missed a strike there. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch from Addie Weist is swung on and hit hard up to center field, and Lauren Foster diving for it, and it gets past her and all the way to the warning track. And Randolph, with her speed, is going to try to go all the way, and she does. An inside the park home run for Emily Randolph makes it 6-0. And there's the rip, and that is a base hit for Issy Hobby. First pitch swinging, and results in a 1-out single. So now 1 home run and an inside the park home run for the Polar Bears in this inning. And Sammy McGee now up and takes ball 1. Northern last time against the Mustangs on April 30th, lasted 5 innings, where the Polar Bears won 14-0. And there is strike 1. West Prairie has had 3 hits in that game, and they have 3 hits already here in the 4th inning. And here's a rip, and that'll go well foul for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike here to the Northern first baseman. And the next pitch, and this ball is hammered. Celine Haltman calling for it, and she'll make the grab. At the power, but not strong enough to go the distance. And Selene Hartman records her first out of the game. And that's out number 2. Jerry McGee now 0 for 2. And here comes Jalen Welch, 1 for 1. A walk in the first, and she singled and later scored in the third. And here she rips at the first pitch. Another opportunity for Selene Hartman. She'll make the grab, and that will end the inning. Last 2 outs go to Selene Hartman out in left field. And we're but 2 more runs come across the score. A home run for Hannah Keefe to lead off. Then inside the park home run for Emily Randolph makes it 6-0 after 3.5. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. A 6-0 lead for the Polar Bears. This is West Prairie Softball Senior Night. Bottom of the 4th. The Northern Polar Bears getting 2 runs on 1 over the fence home run and 1 inside the park home run. Outside of over the fence for Hannah Keefe, inside the park for Emily Randolph. And so a 6-0 lead through 3.5. As 4, 5, and 6 hitters stood up for the Lady Mustangs as Rylan Kelly had a base hit in the first. And here she takes ball 1 in the dirt. We'll have 2 of the 3 seniors come off the bat here in this inning. Ashlyn Klauser and Amber Crone on deck. And in the hole, respectively. 2 balls and no strikes after that high fastball laid off. Rylan Kelly, the catcher for West Perry, has been on a groove so far at the plate this season. And there is a swing and foul back for strike 1. We only have 2 more broadcasts after today for 2023-24 school year. On Thursday, weather depending, of course. The weather's not looking too good for Thursday, but we never know. On Thursday, we'll have West Prairie Baseball Senior Night, taking on the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils. West Prairie Softball Mustangs will also be here at home on Thursday against Greencastle Antrim. But we'll be over for West Prairie Baseball Senior Night. I mean, it's only fair. We're doing West Prairie Softball Senior Night. Why not do West Prairie Baseball Senior Night as well? And there's a swing and miss for Ron and Kai. That is strike 3. And back-to-back strikeouts for Grace Singer. 1 away here in the 4th. That's strikeout number 6 now for Grace Singer. She had 10 against the Mustangs back on April 30th. And here's the senior Ashlyn Klauser. So after Thursday then, we'll have West Prairie Baseball here on Monday, taking on East Juniata. 1 ball and no strikes, and swung on and missed for strike 1. Ashlyn Klauser popped out to the third baseman, Taylor Yoder, in foul territory her first time up. She's 0 for 1 to lead off the second. And here she swings and misses at the 1-1 pitch for strike 2. There's the 1-2, and this ball is hit hard. Out towards center field, but not very deep whatsoever. And Taylor that is Emily Randolph making the grab for out number 2. So now comes Amber Crone. She struck out swinging on 3 pitches her first time up. And here she swings and misses again for strike 1. Amber Crone, the senior. And here she swings and fouls that ball back for strike 2. Amber Crone has seen 5 pitches and swung at every single one of them. She fouled off the last one. No balls and 2 strikes. Grace Aaron looking for another quick inning, and Amber Crone swings on the outside slider, and that's strikeout number 7 for Grace Aaron. That will end the inning. The Mustangs 4, 5, and 6 hitters go down in order. We are going to the 5th inning, a 6-0 lead for the Northern Polar Bears. This is West Prairie Softball Senior Night. Fifth inning we go. The Northern Polar Bears beat the Mustangs in 5 innings last time up. They'll need at least 4 runs here to try to do that again. The Lady Mustangs went down in order in the bottom of the 4th. And 6, 7, 8 hitters stood out for the Lady Polar Bears. As Sabrina Paulin comes up, she had an RBI single her last time up, making her 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single for an RBI. Here she rips at the first pitch, and that is deep, and that ball is foul. Just barely. The home plate umpire was right there behind the third baseman, Clifford Lewis, saying foul ball. That could easily been 7-0, but it had to been close. No balls, 1 strike pitch. And here is a rip, and that is going to be another foul ball down the third baseline. My goodness. That's probably getting a break twice, and there is no balls and 2 strikes. Sabrina Paulin hitting back-to-back pitches hard, but just going foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Ivy Wees looking for a big punch out here. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and swung on, and that's fouled back. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Yesterday's baseball game was a wild one. 8-6 victory for the Northern baseball team against West Perry yesterday, and today the Northern baseball team is hosting West Perry. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. West Perry was down 8-1 in the 7th inning, and the Mustangs had a big rally going, scoring 5 runs. But ground out ended, and there's a high fly ball, and Lauren Foster makes the grab on the warning track for the first out. That ball was definitely fair. And Lauren Foster around the edge of the warning track for the first out. So here comes Trinity Artman, the designated player. She had a single her last time up. She's 1 for 2. Here's strike 1. Northern 6 runs on 8 hits so far. And there's ball 1. Here comes the 1 ball, 1 strike pitch. And this ball is hit hard. Out towards left field, Celine Hopman right in front of the fence, and she makes the grab for out number 2. And Northern, they've been hitting these pitches off of alley West hard, and only one of them went over the fence. A lot of them were close. Taylor Espenshade now. She has struck out twice so far, and here she swings and misses for strike one. I think that might have been tipped, actually. Taylor Espenshade, so far the only Northern Polar Bear to not get on base. And there's ball one. Taylor Espenshade, the Northern catcher, struck out twice through 2 at-bats so far. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1, and that pitch is in the dirt for ball 2. Northern scored 1 run in the first, 3 runs in the third, and 2 runs in the fourth. The Northern Polar Bears went down in order back in the second inning. 3 balls and 1 strike. Hannah Keefe is on deck, who hit a home run her last time up. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that is ball 4. So now you really got to be careful. A 2-out base runner and Taylor Espenshade. Every Northern Polar Bear now has gone on base. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner here for the Northern catcher. And I didn't see the number of who is pinch running here for Northern, so we'll get that information as soon as we can get it. But here comes Hannah Keefe. 1 for 2. She blasted a solo home run to lead off the fourth. And here she swings that one. Goes out to center field. Lauren Foster will make the grab, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing after a 2-out walk. And we're going into the bottom of the 5th. Still a 6-0 lead for the Polar Bears. This is West Prairie softball. Bottom of the 5th. The West Prairie Lady Mustangs will have 1 more inning going, unless if they score 16 runs right here, which is possible. It really is. And here is Greer Bowles laying off. Here's a good trivia question for you. In what game did West Prairie score the most runs in a single inning? That's a foul ball for Bowles. 1 ball, 1 strike. In what game did West Prairie softball put up 20 runs in a single inning? That was during the 2019 state championship tournament, the first round actually, where West Prairie scored 20 runs in the first round, in the first inning. 20 runs in the first inning against Lansdale Catholic in the first round of the state tournament, where West Prairie later went on to win their first state championship. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And speaking of trivia question, here's our answer to our trivia question. West Prairie Northern softball have 1 common opponent in both programs' history in the state tournament. Who did the Mustangs and Polar Bears both lose to once in the state tournament? And Greer Bowles gets a base hit as we announce that team is Punxsutawney. Greer Bowles with a leadoff base hit, making her 1 for 2. Punxsutawney beat West Prairie and Northern in the history of the PIAA State Tournament. Back in 2018, the quarterfinal, the Mustangs lost 8-0 to Punxsutawney. And Northern Polar Bears, they lost to Punxsutawney 1-0 in the state quarterfinal back in 2006. And here's a pop-up. Thinking it was going to be Cobb, and Greer Bowles retreated back to first. She's tagged out right away. And that's a double play. Oh my goodness, Shane Dyer did not beat the tag. The throw was made to first. Greer Bowles out, and then that's a free unassisted double play. Are you kidding me? I have never seen that before. And West Prairie applying Shane Dyer, who just grounded into a free unassisted double play. There's strike 1 to Lexi Naus. And 1 ball, 1 strike here. Lexi Naus had a base hit in the third inning. She's 1 for 1. There's a swing and a miss from Naus. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes here. Northern Polar Bears looking for another quick inning as the wind is starting to pick up a little bit, and there is ball 2. Oof, these black clouds behind us. They're rolling in. It's starting to get a little windy, and there's a breeze on a fastball. Lexi Naus swings and misses, and that is that's the end of the inning. A base hit results in a double play followed by a strikeout. We're going into inning number 6 and a 6-run lead for the Polar Bears. This is West Prairie Softball Senior Night on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. Inning number 6. Lady Mustangs hang in there, but still looking to get on the scoreboard. And for the Lady Polar Bears, the top of the lineup is stood up. Taylor Yoder is up, and we're looking at these clouds behind us. It almost looks like there's a rain shower, a pocket of rain to our right here, or to our left, up north, up towards Sigginsburg. I don't know if it's raining, but it looks like there's a patch of rain going on over there. As long as it stays north, we'll be all right. There's strike 1 here to Taylor Yoder. I wheezed. I'm going to keep this score exactly where it is. A bunt goes down, and what an opportunity here. Throw, and throw is not in time. Lexi Naus is now at third base. Jada Swarner now takes over at second, and Taylor Yoder with an infield single to lead off the 6th. So up next is Emily Randall. She had an inside the park home run and a throw to second, not in time. The tag was not applied by Taylor Lupfer, and Taylor Yoder has a stolen base. Now a strike 1 to Emily Randall's 2 for 3, a double and an inside the park home run her last time out. This ball gets away. Yoder was thinking about going for third, but instead she retreats back to second. 1 ball, 1 strike here to the Northern center fielder. There's a rip, and now go out to left field for a base hit. Gets past Celine Hoffman. A run is going to come across the score on an E7. And now all the way to third is Emily Randall. A base hit for an RBI, followed by an E3, or excuse me, E7. It's now a 7-0 lead. And now here's the rip, and that will go out to Celine Altman on left, and that will bring another run. Izzy Hoppy with a third hit of the game. And back-to-back runs makes it 8-0. And now a timeout here as Denny Wansek is coming over as the wind is starting to get a little aggressive here. Sammy McGee is up next for the Polar Bears. And I believe from what Denny Wansek looks like he's saying that it might be over here for Addie Weiss today. Sammy McGee is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout to Celine Hoffman. It's 7-0. Excuse me. No, it's 8-0, right? Yeah, they just didn't add the run yet on the scoreboard. Yep, so it's 8-0. Yep, there's the run out on the scoreboard. And here's Sammy McGee looking at ball one. The potential winning run is now at the plate. If Norfolk can get 2 more runs in this inning and keep West Prairie scoreless in the 6th, then the Polar Bears will win on a mercy rule. And here's a high fly ball. Tara Lufer calling for it, and she'll make the grab. Long throw back to first. And nothing doing on throw. Sam McGee now 0 for 3 with a walk. And that's the first out of the 6th. Now bring up Jalen Welch. Oof, there's just a big pocket of rain to our north here. And here is ball one to Welch, the Northern second baseman. 1 for 2, a walk in the first. She had a single and later came around to score in the third. She flew out to Celine Hoffman to end the fourth. And here she swings out to left field, and that is going to go down in front of Celine Hoffman for a base hit. Hobby is going to third, and throw to third is not in time, and it's a double for Jalen Welch, her second hit of the game. And the potential winning runs are in scoring position. And here comes Sabrina Paulin. Paulin 1 for 3. She had an RBI single in the third. She flew out to Lauren Foster her last time up. A slow curveball. In for a called strike. 0-1. Starting to get very dark here in Iceberg. Just see it's really amazing. There's a big pocket of rain to our north here. And here's a high fly ball. Celine Hoffman will make the grab. And the throw comes back in quickly. Then the runner was tagging. It's going to be a sacrifice fly for Sabrina Paulin for her second RBI, and it's now 9-0 with 2 outs. Izzy Hobby scores from third on a sacrifice fly. And here's Trinity Artman. Artman 1 for 3. Here comes the next pitch from Addie Weiss, and there's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Trinity Artman, the designated player for the Polar Bears. And there's a ball in the dirt for ball 2. Yeah, it's amazing. We're looking at this pocket of rain to our north here, and behind it is all sun. It's really amazing. It's just that one little pocket of showers. And here's the rib down third base line. Fair ball under Lexi Nelson's glove. And there is potential winning run. It's an RBI single for Trinity Artman, her second hit of the game. Artman goes to second on the throw. And it's now 10-0 Northern. So now the damage has been done, and Taylor Espenshade looks at the first pitch, and it goes back, and on a wild pitch, Trinity Artman goes to third. Here's the next pitch, low breaking ball, and it's ball 2. Northern is now just 3 outs away from getting a win on the road on West Prairie Senior Night. And there's ball 3. Normally, we're used to seeing Lauren Foster pitching in the late stages of a game, but Lauren Foster is still out in center field. And there's a 4-pitch walk to Espenshade, her second straight walk. Still over 2 with 2 strikeouts and 2 walks now. Runners at first and third with 2 outs. And here's Hannah Keefe. The pinch runner now coming up for Espenshade is Avery Yoder, a senior for the Lady Polar Bears. And here's Hannah Keefe. She had a home run to lead off the 5th. She's 1 for 3. And here she swings and fouls this one back. The 9th batter of the inning for Northern Polar Bears. 4 runs have come across the score in this inning. And looking for more on the Polar Bears. Here's the next pitch, and that's upstairs. Called a strike. No balls and 2 strikes here to Hannah Keefe. Hannah Keefe, a home run in the 4th, and she threw out to Lauren Foster out in center field twice. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Slower breaking ball. It's a hanger. It ups high. And Celine Hopman will make the grab. And that will end the inning. But the damage has been done. 4 runs in the 7th. The rain's starting to come down a little bit on us here. As we are going to the bottom of 6. Last chance coming up for the Lady Mustangs on senior night. They need 1 run to keep this game going into the 7th. We'll be back for what could end it here on senior night for West Prairie softball. 3 outs remaining here for our Lady Mustangs. Bottom of the 6th. Last chance here for the Mustangs. It's the top of the lineup. And here is Lauren Foster. And she takes ball 1. A little bit of a mist going down right now. So nothing too worried. Not too worried here about the rain at the moment. But the West Prairie Lady Mustangs need 1 run to keep this game going into the 7th. Otherwise, the Northern Polar Bears will win on a mercy rule. 2 balls and no strikes here to the senior Lauren Foster. He struck out twice. Over 2 with 2 strikeouts. And here she fouls 1 back for strike 1. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. Here's the 2-1 pitch and a strike at the knees. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch and Lauren Foster. There's the hat trick. Lauren Foster down on strikes for the 3rd time. And there's the first out. The Polar Bears 2 outs away from getting a win here today. Here comes Taylor Lufer, a junior, 1 for 2. She reached on fielder's choice her last time up. Here she swings at the first pitch and fouls it back out of play for strike 1. Grace Singer looking for another complete game shutout against the Mustangs. Last time it took 5 innings. This time it might take 6 innings. So hold on, the shot might be over here. And it is over. Taylor Lufer will not go down without a fight. It is a solo home run. And the Mustangs are keeping the game going. We will see a 7th inning, a solo home run for Taylor Lufer. Spoke a little bit too soon, as we will now have a 7th inning on a solo shot from Taylor Lufer. And it's a 10-1 ball game now. That ball was hit hard and it just went over the left field fence. And here comes Addie Wiest. Struck out twice so far, and here she takes ball 1. What we thought was going to be another complete game shutout, but we spoke too soon. We will see a 7th inning coming up. And here is ball 2 to Addie Wiest. There's a swing and a miss from Wiest. 2 balls and a strike. There's the 2-1, and that's down low for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Hey, if West Prairie can get 19 more runs in this inning, then the game will be over and West Prairie will get a mercy rule victory. Here's the next pitch, and that is ball 4. Addie Wiest gets on base for the first time with a 1-out walk. Still a long way to go, and here comes Ronald Kelly. And here comes Denny Wunsick talking to the home plate umpire Clifford Lewis for some reason. Oh, I see why. We're going to have a pinch runner here for Addie Wiest. And it's got to be Carly Scholl, a courtesy runner for Addie Wiest. Here comes Ronald Kelly now. And here she swings at a first pitch and it'll go out of play for strike 1. The Northern Polar Bears spent 7 innings in their last game yesterday against Waynesboro. Final score was 7-5 yesterday. A close one for the Polar Bears. They had a couple of close games in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division this season. And now they'll go 7 innings against the Mustangs on the road. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch, and that just misses. Northern coaches jumping up and down thinking that was strike 3. But it's ball 1. Right on first with only 1 out. And the game will continue into the 7th. And here's a swing and a miss for Ronald Kelly. Not laying off the high fastball. Ronald Kelly down on strikes for the 2nd time. And there's 2 outs now here in the 6th. Now give Ashton Klauser now an opportunity to hit again. There's the first pitch, and that will go down the first baseline. Fair ball. Throw to first in time. Taylor Espenshade. That was actually Maddie Jenkins. Yeah, that was Maddie Jenkins actually pinch hitting for the Mustangs. And grounds out in 2-3 put out. That will end the inning, but the game is not over. Taylor Lufer with a solo shot. It is a 10-1 ball game. We're going to the 7th inning. It is not over yet. West Prairie still need work to do, and they'll look to keep the score exactly where it is in the 7th. This is Westbury Softball. A new pitcher now for the West Prairie Lane Mustangs, Lauren Foster. Comes in from center field to pitch. The day is done for Addie Weist. Celine Hoffman now goes to center field. And out in right field, I believe it's Maddie Jenkins. Actually, I see Carly Shaw at third base now. So that means Lexi Nels is actually out in left field. But a couple of defensive substitutions here. So Lauren Foster now count off the pitch. And it's the top of the lineup here once again for the Polar Bears here in the 7th. And here is strike one, Taylor Yoder. No cycle for her today. She hit for a cycle last time against the Mustangs. But she only has one hit. And that was her last at bat. Here is a swing and a miss for strike two. Final line score for Addie Weist. 6 innings pitched. Facing 36 batters. Had 4 strikeouts. Gave up 5 walks, 13 hits, and 9 earned runs. And there's ball one. Here's the next pitch, and it's swung on, and that will go out of play. Count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. This has been a norm for West Prairie softball this season as the mist is starting to come down a little harder now, but still nothing much to worry about here, despite strong winds here. A lot of fans are now off of their lawn chairs, and here's a rip, and third baseman Carly Shaw will make the grab and throw to first. It's in time. Nice play there for Carly Shaw at third, and that's out number 1. So up next now is Emily Randalls. Randalls is 2 for 3, and she actually has a chance for a cycle here. Emily Randalls 3 for 4 with a single her last time up. She had a double in the third. She had an inside the park home run in the fourth. She needs a triple here to complete the cycle, and there's strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike. And we almost didn't make it to the 7th inning, but Taylor Looper with a solo home run in the 6th keeps the game going. It's 10-1 the score, and 2-1 count here to Emily Randalls, the northern center fielder. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a couple of heavier raindrops starting to come down now. 3 balls and a strike. Rowan Foster are looking to keep this score exactly where it is. Hanging to the bottom of the seventh, and there is ball 4. So no cycle today for Emily Randolph. Still 3 for 4. And 1 out based on balls here in the 7th. Now I'll bring up Izzy Hobby. She is 4 for 4 in this game. 4 singles and an RBI. And here she swings, and that goes off of Carly Shaw. A tough bounce, and that will be a base hit. Izzy Hobby is 5 for 5 in this game. Yeah, that was a tough bounce. Could have been tough for Carly Shaw there at third. But that is Izzy Hobby's 5th hit of the game. All singles. And now comes Sammy McGee. Sammy McGee 0 for 3 in the game. She walked back in the first. And she struck out once. And here is a ball in the dirt. Runners at first and second. Northern Polar Bears at this point are looking for some insurance runs. The 1-0 pitch is also in the dirt. Good stop there for the West Prairie catcher Rylan Kelly. 2-0 here. And there is called strike at the letters. 2-1. Coming up after this game, we'll have our West Prairie Athletic Parent wrap-up. Final stats, and here's a rip down third baseline, and that's a fair ball. Signal was called by Tracy Stone, the bases umpire, and a run comes across the score. It's 11-1, an RBI double for Sammy McGee, her first hit of the game, and her first RBI of the game. And there's strike 1 here to Jalen Welch. Back to a 10-run deficit. And that was only a single for Sammy McGee, my mistake there. As Izzy Hobby stopped at second. And here's the swing, and that's fouled back for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch, and that swung on. Opportunity here for Jada Swarner at second, and a throw to first is in time. That's a ground out for the second out. Both runners go up a base. Izzy Hobby to third, Sammy McGee to second, and 2 outs now in the 7th. For Sabrina Paulin, she hit a sacrifice fly her last time up. She's 1 for 3 with an RBI. And here's the swing. Actually, Sabrina Paulin has 2 RBIs here in this game. And there's a foul ball for strike 1. Starting to feel a couple more heavy raindrops here, but again, nothing to worry about just yet. And there's ball 1. Only 2 more broadcasts for West Prairie Broadcasting this school year. Thursday we'll have West Prairie Baseball Senior Night against Greencastle Antrim. And then next Monday, we'll have West Prairie Baseball again against East Juniata for our last broadcast of the school year. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Sabrina Paulin. There's a swing, and that's ripped, and that's going to go past Lexi Nouse out in left field, and 2 more runs are going to come across the score. An RBI 2-run double for Sabrina Paulin, who now has 4 RBIs in this game. So rain now is starting to come down a little heavier now. Could be a concern here. And now here's Sarah Lofer. Throw first is going to be in time, and that will end the inning. 3 more runs come across the score, including a 2-run double from Sabrina Paulin Trinity Artman goes down for a third out. We're going to the bottom of the seventh. Last chance for the Mustangs. A 13-1 lead for the Polar Bears. Bottom of the seventh we go here at Westbury High School. Bottom of the seventh. Last chance here for the Mustangs. And actually I have a correction on the scoreboard here. It's 13-1. Like I said, they hit 2 somehow. And the rain is starting to come down a little harder here. And it's J.S. Warner will bat for the first time today. And swinging and missing. 1 ball and 1 strike here. As the rain is coming down. But the equipment we have here, it's safe. We have some coverage here. And there's a foul ball. My scorebook, on the other hand, is getting a little wet. There's a swing, and that gets fouled back. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's a swing, and that gets fouled back. And good thing before our tub here, in fact, we keep the broadcasting equipment and it's keeping most of the stuff dry. The camera, on the other hand, is getting a little bit wet, but it should be good. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Last chance for the Mustangs here in the 7th. And there's ball 2. Grace Singer looking for a complete game effort here. And there is a foul ball again. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jada Swarner pinch hitting here to lead off the bottom of the 7th. There's a swing and a high fly ball. The center fielder calling for it, and it's caught by Emily Randalls. And the Mustangs are down to their final 2 outs. 1 out here in the 7th for Greer Bowles. Greer Bowles had a base hit to lead off the 5th. Grace Singer still pitching for the Polar Bears. And 2 outs left. Ball 1 there to Greer Bowles. And next pitch is in the dirt for ball 2. Greer Bowles, the designated player for the Mustangs. Westbury Softball will be back here at home on Thursday against Greencastle Antrim. And here's the rip, and Greer Bowles has her 2nd hit of the game. She's now 2 for 3. And a single here in the 7th. The Lady Mustangs, they will not go down without a fight. And that'll bring up Shay Dyer now with 1 out and a runner on first. Last time for Shay Dyer, she grounded into a free of unassisted double play to the first baseman, Sammy McGee, her last time up. She's 0 for 1. She walked to lead off the 3rd. Here's the next pitch. And that is strike one. One ball, one strike here to Shea Dyer, the future Lock Haven University Bald Eagle. And here's the swing, and that is hit deep, but not deep enough in shallow center. An easy catch there for Emily Rendos, and now the Mustangs are down to their final out in the seventh. Once again, we'll have our West Prairie Athletic Department post-game wrap-up. Coming up, final stats, our West Prairie Athletic Department player of the game. Our updated records, what's next for both teams, and what's next for West Prairie Broadcasting. And one ball, one strike now to Lexi Nouse. Greer ball is at first. Here's the 1-1, and that's outside for ball two. This game went a little bit quick to start with, but then it took a little bit to finish it. Here comes the next pitch, and the Mustangs are down to their final strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The defending 5A state champions. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Lexi now down on strikes for the final out. And a heartbreaker here. But Northern was the heavy favorite, and they dominate 13-1 in complete 7-game performance from Grace Singer in the pitching lane. We'll be back in less than a minute for our post-game wrap-up. The Northern Polar Bears win on the road on West Prairie Senior Night, 13-1. Back in less than a minute. Back here for the West Prairie Athletic Department post-game wrap-up. And the West Prairie Athletic Mustangs, a tough one, but this was kind of expected for the Northern Polar Bears, the reigning, defending PIAA 5A state champions, playing on a clinic here, and Grace Singer as dominant as ever, as the Polar Bears in the final week of the regular season will soon start their quest to look for back-to-back state championships. Coming up next week, the first round of playoffs is next Friday. Can you believe that? But the West Prairie Lady Mustangs, it was a tough one. It's a tough season for first-year head coach Denny Wansick. I mean, you got a young team, only 3 seniors for the West Prairie Lady Mustangs. Only 3 seniors for Northern as well. But, yeah, like this West Prairie softball program, it had some ups and downs, especially since the 2019 season. They had some big wins, a couple upset victories, a couple games that turned into losses that could have been upset victories. But the West Prairie Lady Mustangs face a challenge. Don't get me wrong, they are going to get better. They'll get back to where they were back in 2019. And I have no doubt that Danny Wansick is going to lead this program to big heights that we have seen in previous history, recent history for West Prairie softball. And today was just a tough one. But the thing about facing good teams like Northern is, when you get that good teams in the Mid-Pan Colonial Division, guys, it's not a weak division. It's a very strong division. You've got 3 teams in that division who won the state championship in the last 10 years, West Perry being one of them. Northern winning a state championship last year. Big Spring won a state championship back in 2012. I mean, this is a strong division, and West Perry is right in the middle of it, and they have some good seasons, they have some bad seasons, and yeah, they are going to get better. I truly believe that, and they're going to have a tough task indeed on Thursday, but you never know. Every softball team, I don't care who you are, every team is beatable. And so today was just not a good day for the West Prairie Lane Mustangs, especially on senior night. It's a tough pill to swallow right there. But congratulations to the 3 seniors on their accomplishments that they had done for 4 years here. The 3 seniors for West Perry, Lauren Foster, Ashton Clouser, and Amber Crone. Definitely not the outcome they wanted here today, but hey, at least they got a run on the board. They went a full 7 innings with a defending state champion team. So kudos to West Perry, and looking forward to broadcasting their games again starting next year. The West Prairie Lane Mustangs, here's the final line score here for both teams. First, for the victorious Northern Polar Bears, 13 runs on 16 hits, no errors, leaving 9 runners left on base. For the West Prairie Lane Mustangs, 1 run on 6 hits, 1 error, leaving 5 runners left on base. Taylor Lufer had a solo home run in the 6th inning to keep the game going. She went 2 for 3 in the game with a single and a home run. The winning pitcher for Northern is Grace Singer. A complete 7-inning performance facing 27 Mustangs, striking out 11. Gave up 2 walks, 6 hits, and 1 run on the solo shot from Taylor Lufer. Grace Singer is our West Perry Athletic player of the game. The losing pitcher for West Perry is Addie Weist. 6 complete innings facing 36 Polar Bears. Had 4 strikeouts, gave up 5 walks, 13 hits, and 9 earned runs. In the loss, the West Prairie Lane Mustangs now drop to 4-14 overall, 2-10 in the Mid-Pan Colonial Division. The Northern York Polar Bears improved to 15-3 overall, now 11-2 in the Mid-Pan Colonial Division. Next time up for both teams, the West Prairie Lane Mustangs will have their last home game of the season this Thursday against the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils at 4:30. The Northern York Polar Bears will return home on Thursday as well, when the Northern York Polar Bears take on the Shippensburg Greyhounds at 4 o'clock on Thursday. Our next broadcast, our second to last broadcast of the 2023-24 school year, will be senior night for West Perry Baseball, as the West Perry Baseball team will host the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils. First pitch scheduled for 4:30 on Thursday for our next broadcast on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. That's going to do it for us here at West Perry High School. On behalf of our athletic director, Ryan Anderson, who is also our public address announcer here today, our high school principal, Christopher Casey, and our superintendent, Jeff Coons, and all of us here at West Prairie High School, I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, saying so long from West Prairie High School. This has been a presentation of West Prairie Softball Senior Night against the Northern York Polar Bears, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. Your final score on this one, the Polar Bears win 13-1 in 7 innings. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you on Thursday for West Prairie Baseball Senior Night against Greencastle Antrim. Good night, everybody, and stay dry.